Kevin, a 2-2 draw at Bishop Stortford today, a game that, looked to be in your control at one point, but it's got away from you towards the end there. What are your feelings after that one?
Yeah, a bit disappointed that we haven't won the game. I thought we looked really well in control of the game. To take the lead away from home like we have, and then get rocked back with another soft goal, and we found a little bit more again, and got ourselves back into the lead, and then not to see the game over the line is disappointing for us. I can't hide from that. Lads having a go, but there's certain moments where we've got to go and do better. I think that some of the officiating minutes, and that's obviously the bit that we're searching for. It's great to score 2 goals on the road again, but the manner in which we concede them and allowing some of the officiating to have as big an effect as it has on the game is a bit difficult to swallow, but we have to. And have to, pull us together and make sure we go again on Saturday.
Sure. I mean, the effort certainly there from the team, but like I say, it's just some of that. I guess defensively, sometimes it's concentration, it's decision making. Those are the kind of things that you keep highlighting, aren't they?
Yeah, in crucial areas when you've got to stay really focused and just do the nasty things well and the basic things really well. And at times, there's long periods of the game that we do. And there's evidence of that, like I say, throughout even if you look back to the Alchurch game, that to come in there at half time losing the game, everyone's scratching their head, and it's how do I make sure that we are nastier and harder to score against when every opposition is going to have a period against you, and we've just got to recognise that a little bit better. But they're terrific lads. They keep going and keep showing the endeavour, but it's maybe putting that little bit of a nasty edge on, and it's something I've got to find.
Sure. You can't change the results that have gone with the 3 draws. I mean, it's one of those things that, if you'd lost one of those games but won 2 of the others, you'd be 3 points better off than you are now. And, draws can be costly. They've been quite different draws in their nature, haven't they? All 3 of them. And I suppose it's always that thing that you never know how good a point is, because it's the performance you need to look at alongside it.
Yeah, it is. And like I say, I thought for large parts of that first half, we were really solid. We had them backed up onto the edge of their on the edge of their area. Got in, chance and moments and situations, and the goalie's made a fantastic save from the deflected moment when Max has worked the target. We've had numerous corners and moments where we need to put the ball on them, and like I say, to get ourselves in the lead like we did on the 2 occasions, played well. Good moments there, good goals that we score. Work the ball really, really well. But like I say, you need that extra goal and that little bit of a cushion, so that you're not playing, you're not backs to the wall away from home like we were a little bit towards the end of the second half. And they've got that bit of encouragement and the tails up. The referee probably helps them a little bit, but you've got to expect that away from home and got to learn to deal with it and be strong enough to get through it. And that's the bit I need to try and help us find, and if we can, we will be, and we are competitive in every game.
Sure. Have you got the sense possibly that with these last 3 results as well, I mean, you view them as missed opportunities, it sort of places more importance onto every fixture that remains, doesn't it? Sort of like increases the demand for wins in those.
Without a doubt. I said I think we had 13 games prior to today where really got to step up, and obviously, the intention is to try and win all 13 games, and we get there to a point, but just really driving moments and situations home is something, as I say, that we've got to go and do better in. Plenty to play for, still some really big games coming up, and as I say, young men will be learning from these moments and situations that they find themselves in. We all learn from them. It's nice when you've got a bunch that want to improve and want to get better, and it's how you hopefully make them understand those situations. Like I say, I know people want me to bring more players into the group. Finding players that are going to have that real impact on the group and keep us right at the very sharp end of it is more challenging than I think some people give credit for. It's all very well saying, bringing players in and being a mid-table side. The club, that's not where we see ourselves and where we want to be. We want to be at the sharp end of it. And as I say, identifying players and being able to afford them to bring them in can be a bit of a challenge, but nonetheless, we keep trying, we keep speaking to people, and hopefully things will evolve in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Sure. I mean, you've added a bit of depth with Joe Morris coming back to the club, who you've worked with previously. Lewis Trickett's come in for a month as well. It's you say the next 2 or 3 weeks there. I mean, it's the any potential for that?
Possibly, but until players are signed and actually they're committed to the club, then like I say, yeah, there's certainly possibility that some will be joining us. But exactly that with Joe, with Lewis, young men that when there's that expectation on you, like there is for us at the club, and we're expected to be right at the sharp end. They're young men that won't have experienced anything like that. As I say, playing at a club that is happy to finish in the middle reaches is different to this. That's something where we've got to understand, and I need to cut them a little bit of slack. But similarly, I've got to get them to step up and put performances on. It is a challenge, but look, that's where we are. It's always a challenge for whatever reason, and we do our very best by it.
Cool. Kevin, thank you for your time as always.
Thank you.